All right, let's jump right in. We are looking at one of the absolute fastest growing trends on the entire planet. And it's something that's totally flipping the script on how we think about entertainment, education, even reality itself. We're talking about immersive experiences. And trust me, they are exploding. Now really think about it. What if you could literally walk through the swirling, dreamy skies of Starry Night, or feel the floor shake as a T-Rex stomps right past you? What if you were the one solving a mystery in a 1920s hotel? This isn't some sci-fi movie anymore. This is real, and it's happening right now. And this number? This is exactly why you need to pay attention. Interest in these kinds of experiences has shot up by over 1,000%. That's insane. This is way beyond some tiny niche hobby. We're talking about a massive cultural wave. So, where's this all going down? Let's take a look.
So first up, let's talk about the art world, because it's been completely turned on its head. I mean, forget everything you know about those quiet, stuffy galleries where you have to whisper and stay behind a red rope. This is something else entirely.
You know how it used to be, right? For centuries, art was this thing you just looked at, from a distance, on a wall. But this new way of thinking, it just shatters that old boundary. You're not just a spectator looking in anymore. Nope. You're getting pulled right through the frame to become part of the painting itself.
And that right there, that's the whole idea. It's this huge leap from just kind of passively appreciating something to actively, physically being in it. The art is all around you. It's moving with you. It literally becomes your whole world for a while.
And the poster child for all of this? The Immersive Van Gogh experience, for sure. We're talking huge, floor-to-ceiling projections that cover every single surface, making his famous paintings swirl and come alive all around you in 360 degrees. And people are loving it. These shows are selling out everywhere, from Paris to Tokyo. And folks aren't just popping in for a few minutes. They're staying for hours, just completely lost in his world. Okay, but it doesn't stop with art. This whole idea is getting bigger. Now, history is getting the same treatment. So instead of just reading about the past in some dusty textbook, you can now literally walk right into it.
This is the absolute game changer. It's all about tricking your senses, you know? Making the past feel like it's happening right now, all around you. It's one thing to read about ancient Rome, but it's a totally different thing to walk through a digital version of it, hearing the buzz of the marketplace.
I mean, the tech we have now is basically creating real-life time machines. With VR and projection mapping, you can take a stroll down the streets of ancient London or watch the Great Pyramids being built. Some places are even adding smells, so you can sniff a medieval marketplace, or haptic feedback so you can actually feel the rumble of dinosaurs. It's a full-on sensory trip to the past.
Okay, so we've lived inside a painting, we've walked through history. What could possibly be next? Well, now you get to be the star of the show. This trend is also totally shaking up live theater and storytelling. Think about old-school theater, right? You get a ticket, you find your assigned seat, you sit quietly, and you watch the story play out over there on the stage. Well, interactive theater just chucks that whole rulebook out the window. Now you're on your feet, you're moving through the set, and you are part of the action. So you've got these legendary shows, right? Like Sleep No More, where they hand you a mask and just let you loose inside this giant multi-story building. You get to decide which character you want to follow, which secret rooms you want to explore. And because of that, no two people ever have the exact same night. You're not just watching the story, you're building your own path right through it.
And just when you thought it couldn't get any wilder, it's coming for your food. This might be the most mind-blowing one of all, turning a simple meal into an entire journey.
Just let that sink in for a minute. The food on your plate, it's now just one part of a bigger story. The whole point is to transport you somewhere else completely using sound and light and even smell. So, how do they do it? Well, imagine this. You're eating this amazing mushroom dish, and suddenly the walls around you are projecting a misty green forest. Or you're eating seafood, and you can hear the sound of ocean waves crashing. They're even changing the temperature of the room to match where the food comes from. It's a complete sensory overload in the best way possible.
Okay, so we've got art, history, theater, food. They all seem different, right? But what's the one big idea tying all of this together? What's the deep human craving that's making this whole thing grow by over 1,000%?
Look, here's the deal. At the heart of all this is a really simple truth. After years of living our lives through flat screens, just scrolling and clicking and watching, we're hungry for something more. We're craving real experiences that use our whole bodies, that make us feel like we're actually there. And this isn't about escaping reality. Not at all. It's about cranking it up a notch. We don't just want reality anymore. We want reality plus. We want to feel more, connect deeper, and actually be a part of the experience instead of just watching it go by. That line between the audience and the action, it's completely disappearing.
So after all that, the living art, the time travel, the interactive stories, the wild dining, I gotta ask you, which one are you trying first? Would you rather jump into a painting or taste a new world? Let me know in the comments below. I'm genuinely curious.
This is just one of the incredible trends that's totally changing how we live and play. If you want to stay on top of all the cool stuff that's reshaping our future, make sure you subscribe to Mindful Minutes. Thanks so much for watching.